Hello viewers, here is the Grill-Right Talking BBQ Oven Thermometer from the Oregon Scientific brand. We had one of these back in the 2000s. It was one of a handful of pieces of equipment that we purchased for a school project that I was working on. I forget what the premise of the project was, but I think it was to take different observations to prove something. And so what I was doing was I was taking different measurements of different light bulbs to prove which one is the most efficient. And so what I had done was I had gotten a lux meter, which I believe I still have somewhere. I got to look for that so we can use that in the lighting videos. And we had also gotten, I think, the first kilowatt meter I ever had, so we could measure the power consumption. And then we also got this to measure the temperature of the bulbs. I don't know why we settled on this particular unit. This is obviously way overkill for what we were testing, and quite frankly, I'm sure this was a lot more expensive than other options, but for whatever reason we got this. And it wasn't a waste, because we proceeded to use this. Actually, it's still in use to this day. My grandparents still have the original one, and I use it over there a couple times a year usually. So we've got our money's worth out of it by now. But anyway, so we had this for that project, and I remember using it for that project, and then I remember using it at my grandparents' house over the last 15-20 years. So when I thought this at the thrift store, I had to get it so I could use it here. Partially for the sake of nostalgia and partially for the sake of practicality. I like to cook with the thermometer because it just takes the guesswork out of it, and you can really get the food to where different people like it, because everybody likes to cook differently. I know how to cook for myself without the thermometer, but when you got different people that want different wellnesses or whatever, the thermometer just makes it easy. And it's also kind of like a fail-safe. You know, if I'm making a steak, for instance, in the wintertime, I'll throw it in the oven, and I can put this thermometer on, and then I can take the unit into the other room if I'm going to go work on a computer or watch a video or something. And if I get distracted and forget about the food, this will literally tell me when it's almost ready. So it's kind of nice to have. It's a practical and convenience product. So let's get this opened up and take a closer look. We do not have the original packaging for the first one anymore, which is kind of surprising, but it's been a good thermometer over the years. It's been very reliable. Now this claims to transmit for up to 330 feet, and I'm sure that that's line of sight, so you know, in the real world, I'm sure it's nowhere near that. Temperature from 32 to 572, which is quite high for anything you're going to be cooking, unless it's pizza or something. Selectable doneness. Audio alert indicates status of cooking. Talking function. Is a Digitan liquid crystal display screen with wireless probe that identifies the temperature and readiness of the meat. Verbal alerts, nearly done and done, which is actually, it comes in handy because it gives you a little bit of time to get back to the oven before it's burnt. There's 5 languages. I remember changing the language a bunch of times when my grandmother was using it. Has quite a few different meats. And timer function. It's really quite a good unit. Of course, it came with 4 stupid alkaline batteries, and to no surprise, they're all leaked, so I'm going to have to clean out the package now. Well, I might do it right now, but I have to clean it consequently. Looks like it got wet on the outside. So it's got a little stand there for the unit, belt clip, like a cordless phone. And there's your temperature probe here. Let's remove the fake information from the screen so we can use this. Inherently, some people like peeling those things off. It does nothing for me, but for those that like it, there's that section. And the batteries, well, I don't remember this being particularly difficult to open, but it seems to be particularly difficult now. Go figure. It takes two AA, the batteries, in the main unit, or the receiver. And we got a couple switches in here. I'm guessing that's probably volume. And then there's Celsius, Fahrenheit. There's that beep. I remember that beep. And I guess it's even a little bit watertight too. There's a gasket around here. And these buttons have a watertight appearance too. These buttons kind of remind me of the VTech 910 ADL for some reason. Alright, so now let's see if our transmitter is working. This takes AAA batteries for some reason. Plug in the probe. I'm actually going to use this weekend if it works. And we'll turn this on. We got our DEL there. And it did, in fact, synchronize right up, and it's giving a reasonable reading. So it looks like this is working. It's got a decent length to the probe. It's just enough to put it in the grill and keep the transmitter safely away, or put it in the oven and keep the transmitter away. Alright, so let's put it to, let's see here.
Lamb.
Yep, that's the voice I remember.
Veal. Hamburger. Pork. Turkey. Chicken. Fish.
Fish!
Beef. Medium rare. Medium. Well done. Rare.
Alright, now I'm going to go put this thermometer probe up to the heater over here, and let's see if the thing is working.
It's nearly done. It's done.
This seems to be working properly. It's a 433 megahertz transmission. Alright, so I'll get this packaging cleaned up. That's pretty gross. Get those awful batteries out of there. And then I will use this in the kitchen. And maybe we'll use it out on the deck sometimes in the summer.